got some grains of wheat in my hand today, and I would like to share some thoughts with it. Imagine you are holding the single grain of wheat there in your hand. It has got a little hard shell around it. It's all by itself and it's right there in your hand. It's yours. It represents your life. You control it. You make the decisions. You can decide what you want to do to it. You can hold on to it and keep it. But if you keep it, Jesus says, it will remain alone. Nothing more will ever come out of it. That's why in John chapter 12 verse 24, Jesus says, I tell you the truth, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it will remain as a single seed. But if it dies, it will produce many seeds. You know, a single grain of wheat has got tremendous potential to be incredibly productive. However, without first falling into the ground and dying, it is incapable of bringing forth any fruit. Like the single grain of wheat, how many lonely people do we see around in this world today? They are lonely just for that very reason. They are holding on to that little grain. They are not willing to let it go, and so they have it. It's all theirs, but oh, so lonely. So what's the alternative? Let it go, drop it, hand it over to God. Let God take control of it. Be willing to fall into the ground, to lose the sight of it, and be buried even there in the dark. Maybe people will walk over it. Don't worry. God's promise is that a new life will come out of it. A life that's worth living. A life that's not just for the time, but for eternity. Our Lord Jesus himself was a heavenly example of a single grain of wheat falling into the ground and dying, and thereby bringing forth an abundance harvest to the glory of God. May we mirror this attitude of our Lord Jesus, to die to self, to the old sinful nature, and embrace the fruitful and the glorious life through Jesus Christ. Yes, death brings life. May God bless you all abundantly with this little thought. Thank you.